Dead Workers Party on Smite, episode 9, recorded on June 29th, 2013. I'm Brent Copeland.
Gank!
And I'm Eric Fullerton.
Awesome!
No! Yes! No, I think you're awesome.
I'm the greatest.
Yeah. And also on the show, we have a friend, a good old friend of ours. He's not that old.
Why, thank you.
He is Kaleb, and he is actually currently right now finishing up an arena match. He's playing Hades, and it looks like he's losing. But
Loser!
But we'll have his full attention in a few minutes, so.
Loser!
After he
Can we
actually
just say that
loses.
over and over again? So, do you want to say a big thanks to Squidnear this week? And it's like almost like just a continual sponsor of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to say, "Stop, Jungle! Why are you so big?"
And the jungle is actually smaller now after this patch.
I haven't been through it yet.
A little smaller.
I wanted to, but we kept playing arena. So,
It's narrow, a little narrower.
interesting.
The lanes are wider, though. It's interesting. But anyway, that's patch stuff.
Interesting.
But we're back for another episode, and we're still pumped and ready to go. Wes is not here today. He's off promoting PlayOnCon.
Yeah, he's up in Chattanooga, maybe getting on the choo-choo,
Yeah.
doing a little woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, it's like a train, right?
Yeah.
It's the Smite train.
Yes!
Oh God,
He's excited.
Eric's playing with the buttons today. He's got the buttons. Weird.
Yes.
Weird. So yeah, like I mentioned, this week I wanted to play more of the patch because I think the patch looks like a lot of cool, fun stuff. But I played like mostly arena and stuff.
Is that your favorite?
I mean, since the patch. Before that, I was playing just arena is probably one of my least favorites.
Oh, I always thought it was like domination.
My least favorite?
Yeah.
No, arena is definitely my least favorite.
You're okay. Yeah.
Like, I think Conquest is probably my favorite. Now, there's also kind of the factor of time. Like, if I really just want to play like a 20, 30-minute game, then yeah, probably like an arena or domination is better.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Nice. Interesting.
Interesting. Very,
That's fun
very
stuff.
captivating.
Yeah. Keep the audience just enthralled on the edge of their seats. What's he going to say next? This is crazy.
Is he gonna talk about his build and explain every item?
He's getting real. He's getting real, dog.
He's getting real.
Yeah. So, so that was a lot of fun. The patch looks cool. We'll talk about the patch later, so I won't talk about that. Yeah. So how about you?
This week, I mean, again, we'll talk about the patch later. I checked it out. I really like it.
Wait, are we going to talk about the patch later?
We are.
I'm not sure people realize that yet.
Just to reinstate.
Hey, Kaleb, do you want to talk about the patch later?
I think later on is a good time to talk about
Sounds
that.
good.
Oh, he just died. I see the defeat on his screen.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, edit time.
Gank!
did you log that time down?
Curses!
Just follow it right after you said defeat.
yes. So, okay. So this week I played some with. Okay, good things happen all week. Okay, everything is good. I don't want to sound negative because we did get a comment on our channel saying that you guys are bringing up too many negative things about Smite and making it sound like, like it's a bad community. Like, talk about the good things. And we do. We joke around. We're happy. We still love the game.
Was that on YouTube?
Yeah, it was on YouTube.
Oh.
And
I think that's mostly Wes. Wes is a bitter person. So don't listen to what he says when he gets angry.
Yeah, well, but he also brought up, like, why do we have, the wall of shame or the hall of shame or whatever it is we talk about when, some bad thing happens.
Yeah.
And that's just because it's part of the experience that we had. I mean, all of it is really positive.
I think that's interesting and a good point. Maybe we should have a wall of fame.
Yeah,
like
really good.
Invite this person. Like that'd be cool, right? Each week there's just some guy random that did well, or is nice to play with.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden he gets like it's not like we're gonna give him 100 invites, but he gets like 5, 10 friend invites for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, "What's that for?" Well, Dude, you were on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You know, so let's start doing that.
Rain gems on their head.
This week, I'm going to. What
make
about
a
Turbo
point.
Ninja?
I'll make a point. Actually, Turbo Ninja is a really cool guy. He came in and said, "Hey, what's up?" He added me. He listens to the show. In fact, he's listening right now. He's in the chat room. I played a couple of rounds with him, and we didn't win. They weren't bad.
Was it because Turbo Ninja sucked?
No, like okay.
just
One
kidding.
of the
I'm
little
trying to
things
keep
that-
it negative for everybody.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
right.
trying to know it.
Well, one of the things that happened during one of our arena games that we played was I was playing Neath and he was playing Thor, and we're on the right lane.
What was your build? I'm just kidding.
attack
Go
speed.
on.
So we're having fun, you know, and one guy's complaining a little bit. I mean, it really wasn't like a harsh game, like, oh my god, get me out, I hate it. It was kind of light.
Yeah.
But me and him were kind of struggling, and we let the other team know. We let the rest of the team know. We're like, we need some help over here, right? Obviously, like now they're starting to attack our tower. We keep getting pushed back. If we continue like this, we're gonna lose the right lane. So help, please, right? And then instead of helping, this other guy was like, Neath and Thor really suck, or they're pretty bad. And I was like, I know this. We need help. I mean, did you not hear? And then they don't help, you know. So
I've just been playing Smite.
yes. So anyway, that was the worst thing that really happened this week, and that wasn't even that bad. But it kind of says that instead of complaining, that the map is yours too. That right lane, it doesn't belong to Neath and Thor. It belongs to everybody.
Yeah.
If it's doing bad, go and do something about it. Don't call the players bad.
Switch up the lanes. I mean, sometimes you just have a bad matchup.
Yeah.
And instead of complaining because, you know, a lane's being pushed, look at what the matchup is and go, you know, that's really not an even matchup. Let's try to get some more magic over there.
That's a good point.
You know, physical over there, whatever you need.
Yeah.
But look at that. Come in and help, do some, you know, ganks and help them out. But the last thing to do is to like tell someone they suck. Immediately you tell someone they suck, they're going to play worse.
Yeah.
No matter how you phrase it.
Yeah, you might as well just surrender, you know, because at that point the game's gone in the pooper. You know, same with mid too. You know, if you see somebody really not good at mid, just, you know, offer to take mid for them if you're a good pusher. I mean, if you have the right class, like me as Neath, I'll ask that. You know, I see somebody struggling, I'm like, hey, you want to swap with me?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and help them out. Say, hey, go back and get some health. I'll hold your lane for you.
Yeah.
And while they're getting health, if you're holding the lane just fine, a little bit better than them, they may even just kind of sneak into the lane without telling you, like, you know, back to where you were.
Right.
And be like,
just
you
switch.
can have mid. You know,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
you know, there's ways to go about it and do it in a nice way. And you don't have to tell someone they suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, you know, honestly, you just don't know. I mean, I've seen people that I know are good players die just crazy way more times than you think they should. Mm-hmm. And they may have been having a bad game, but it could just be bad matchups. It could be ganks. There's no telling what it could be. Mm-hmm. But you know, lay off. And I think the thing with the Hall of Shame, it wasn't like it definitely wasn't like this is a bad player. I want to make sure people understand that it was this person is a jerk. You know, like there's a big difference. Like, go back and play a different game if you're going to be a jerk. You know, we don't need that. We don't want to play with you.
Yeah.
And I would want to know, like, tell me, even if we don't put it on air, because I don't want to play with the jerks. Well, actually, I started friending them all. That's more fun.
Yeah.
But no, I think, I don't know. There's kind of a point where if you just sit there and you talk about everything that's good about the game, then people will say, oh, you're just a mouthpiece for, you know, high res. We don't get any real information or whatever. And right now they are in beta. Mm-hmm. There's going to be bugs. There's going to be things that are wrong with the game. There's going to be things wrong with the balance. Mm-hmm. So expect us to talk about it when we see it. We're not going to just not talk about it because it's negative. We like the game. We want it to do well. If there's something wrong with the game, just hiding it and not saying anything about the bad things isn't going to make it a better game.
Yeah.
Right? So
I
understand what they're saying, but I think you need to understand that when we say something negative about the game, it's not really negative about the game. It's just saying we think it could be a better game.
Yeah.
If they tweaked this or that.
Yeah. We critique because we love it.
Yeah. And really, I say bugs. There really aren't that many bugs. I mean, for the most part, I mean, compared to other games in beta, that's just...
Yeah.
If we do see a bug, we will talk about it.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's actually in beta.
So. And it's looking really nice. I mean, all the new maps and stuff, and doing stuff with the
new models and stuff.
I heard something today. Zillith, one of our friends that we play with, was telling me, and I hadn't seen this anywhere, so I don't know exactly where he got it. But apparently, when you hit rank 10, they're going to be changing it in upcoming patches where you turn from gold and blue to gold and black.
Well,
so you'll be able to tell when someone's rank 10 with a god.
Oh.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
I haven't made rank 1. I don't get to see rank 10s yet.
You haven't made a rank 1 yet? You play Hades a lot. You don't get rank 1.
I haven't played in like a week, so no, I don't get to see those. When they do the matchups, unless it's like 4 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, no, I don't get to see those. So I get to see the wonderful on her golden glitch. It says, hey, this person's won no games. They just started, open the account.
They fixed that.
Golden. Did they?
I think. Well, it said it.
This must fix it.
Yeah, it was in the patch notes.
There's 2 now,
But
right?
thanks for bringing up negative stuff. Damn.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
5 minutes. You want to cuss some more?
Only because I want to see Eric write it down. Edit it later.
How was your week, Caleb? Was it pretty awesome?
I didn't get
or
any
2 weeks.
smiting in.
How about that? 3 weeks. Like your last. How's Smite in general?
Tonight was my first night after the update, which was nice actually playing. Other than thanks for pointing it out. Defeated twice. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So one by 2 points, the other one by 100 and something. Blah blah blah. So, but no, I love the new HUD. The new HUD is actually I really dig on that. I know that they've updated. You guys are going to talk about updates later, right?
That's okay. You can say that. I know they updated.
Yeah. No.
Hey, you won't get in trouble with us. Man.
Are you sure?
We might put you on the wall of shame, though.
Nice. I've been there.
The wall of cussing.
Make that.
Something like that. So what else have you been doing?
Myself, actually, I went on, what is it, Prime World Defenders?
Yes, so hooked on that.
Eric got me hooked on that, and it's been a very, very bad addiction.
It's stupid. We play that more than we played Smite. I mean, I'm back on Smite. Like, I utterly, like,
Is this the end of the show?
We're
going to make it number 10?
No, there's a definite ending to that game, and I think we...
Yeah,
well,
no. That's,
I'm still squeezing a little bit of, like, achievements I need out of that game.
Oh,
it's a tower defense game.
The grinding.
Yes. The grinding.
You're never going to get to 30 before beta's over like this.
I know. Yeah. And the Steam
playing.
Summer Sale's about to hit, too.
You need to close your eyes.
Actually, Eric actually sent me a text the other day and said, hey, I think the Steam Summer Sale is going to start, and I almost had a coronary because I was on my way to work, and I have no visibility to the Steam sale. And he's like, hey, it should be starting today. Enjoy your ride to work because you won't be able to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my words, not his.
Right.
And that's what I'm waiting on is the Steam Summer Sale.
Yeah, there goes all our money.
Steam sale. So, like we said, Wes isn't here. He was going to talk about Poseidon and Bacchus. He played that a lot with us. We had a couple of really good arena steam rolls last night.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say steam rolls. We won, but it was still close. You know, within 100 points.
I mean, they were really aggressive, too. Everybody was just, like, going nuts.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I like those games where it's just fast. You get, like, double or triple kills. And it's just like, ding, 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 ding. Like, oh, my God.
Arena.
That was
Arena with 100, and that was close. Wow.
Yeah.
Was it 100? I thought it was closer than that.
It might have been.
Like, within 20 or 30.
All I know is we had them pushed back to their base pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, we were spawn camping, and it was just like ugly for them. But then they turned around and won.
What, really?
No.
Oh wait, no, that was the one we won.
Yeah,
right?
we won both arenas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
because it's funny.
It was a slaughter fest.
Zillith, one of our friends we talk about, he's really good at MOBAs, and so like when he would first start playing with us on Smite, we would just lose like every time, and he would just be like. He would be like, I gotta go watch the kids and like leave the group, it's just like obvious that he was like, God, you guys suck. But now, we've gotten a lot better, and so when we win one, we're like excited. Yeah, Chip, Zillith was here, and we won. So he played like Cupid, and he's basically going through each god and getting a mastery level with him, and then he moves on to the next god.
Oh, that's
That
so
now
sounds
he's-
like Zillith.
so
That
now
sounds
he's on
exactly
Cupid
his
right
style.
now.
Wow.
that's
And
awesome.
so he just started,
right?
and he got
Yeah.
18 kills in like that match. Like it was.
Yeah.
When did he start his account?
He started a while ago, but he kind of put it down for a little bit. I mean, he's 20.
Okay, I just saw him pop up there like a week or two ago. So, but I mean, that's Zillith's style. I mean, he's creative. He gets in there.
Yeah,
So, wow, and he's going through each god one by one.
yeah.
Wow.
He's just gonna master them all. Yeah, and he's been playing LoL for years, so he knows how MOBAs function. So
Wow.
Yeah. That's insane.
And I'm still stuck on Hades.
Hades. I'm stuck on Hades, and Hades
on
stuck
Hades.
on you. Hades.
Hey, maybe that's yeah. There we go. Okay, so we gave out some Hoonbats unlock codes. Thank you, Gabe, for giving those. Gabe also gave us some gems this week. That was
Oh,
very
he gave
nice.
us gems. Thank you.
Some,
Thanks.
some
You
big,
rock.
big hugs. I
Yes.
felt bad because he gave me some gems, and then I was like, "Oh man, I didn't think it would be as many as he gave." And then I was like, "Man, I feel bad for Wes and Eric. They didn't get any."
Yeah.
Curses.
So then he asked if y'all wanted some. So
Oh, good.
Awesome.
I mean, I asked him if y'all could have some.
Right.
I got emails to prove it.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. Now I'm like, I got skins and voice
Yeah, I got
packs.
the Sobek skin. I'm so happy.
Is that the pirate?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
planky leg.
I got Neith's other one. Now I have all of Neith's stuff. I got all her stuff. I'm a stuff getter.
You are a stuff getter. You stuff that get until you can't stuff no more. Okay, so let's talk about some news. We've got a big, I think, a big patch this week. And
pretty big.
This is gonna play
It's
some
a-
audio, isn't it? Bam.
It's a disco party.
So we got new skins, the Aphrodite disco.
Yeah, Wes loves it. If he
I
was
like it.
here, he would just talk about. That's all he's been talking about all week.
I think he's
how
probably
awesome that skin
talking
is.
about that skin in Chattanooga right now to the conductor of the train.
Yeah, and he'd be walking around. He'd be like, "Look at the floor underneath my feet. Look, it looks like a disco floor." And I'm like, "I know, I saw it."
And you're like, we just died, Wes.
Yeah, it's really cool though. I mean, and like she shoots differently. Like they're like big round white glowy things. I don't know. It's awesome.
And they Loki golden skin.
Loki
Wow,
golden
hard
skin.
to
Did you get
find
that? You didn't get that.
I
You're
did
not
get
excited
that. Yeah,
about it.
I got it. I bought it with gems. It's so weird because it's like $15K or whatever expensive price it is for the favor, and I've got like 20,000 favor, but I'm like, man, I only have 5,000 favor left. What am I going to use it for? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you get it pretty
Anyway.
quick. You know.
Yeah. So anyway, they also redesigned the conquest map for folks who haven't played again. The jungle lanes have been significantly widened for easier navigation, and I think to make it also better for team fights, because before it was like really narrow and it was really just a way to run away from people. It seemed like. What do you
So-
think about the new layout?
Well, okay, so the lanes have been widened so that you can fight and have room and stuff. But I thought it was the distance between towers have been reduced now, so the lanes going from lane to lane is quicker.
The first side lane towers have been brought closer together.
Oh, so it's tapered, I guess. It's not the whole thing is shorter. I was thinking all of the jungle area was lessened, but the lanes themselves were thicker.
Well, see,
Yeah.
and this is why I wish I'd played it before we started. I assuming they kind of took these clumps of like trees and stuff out of the jungle to make it bigger areas to fight in.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like contained from the outside between the lanes and the jungle, and you know which is which. But like they opened up the fire giant area,
Yeah.
so it's not such a just
It was
one
so
in and out.
cramped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that'll really instigate more fights in the jungle, things like that.
Yeah, I like that.
It'll be interesting to see how that affects wards. I mean, it seems like it makes wards more valuable in the jungle if they're able to see more area
Oh, yeah.
without as many walls and stuff.
Also, I liked playing Hercules and throwing a boulder in a jungle, it fit just perfectly. I mean, it was very snug fit. But
Right.
now there's a lot of room on the, you know what I mean, on the left and right side. So like, it's not as cool anymore to throw a boulder in the jungle.
It's not as cool as to throw a
But
boulder.
I mean, I don't play a lot of Herc, so it's better for me because I don't get hit by it and I can dodge it better.
Okay, so what did they do to? Because I haven't seen this again, and I hate. God, this sucks. But what did they do to the bases when they say they simplified it and reduced the size? It used to be this
Oh.
big room with a Minotaur in the center and
Well, now
2 doors in.
Well, now you can. There's a lot of different ways you can exit and come in. Like you can you can go to the right lane without having to go like forward and right. You could just hug the right wall and you're on the right lane and the left. So it's more open in that sense. And then the walls between spawn and the outside have been shortened, so that it's not a wall anymore. It's more like a stone fence. Like it comes up like like chest level. So I mean, you can't see over it, but it's really low. So everything's real. Like as Neath, you could just hop over it, and
Right.
So they made it really open. And I could have swore they did something to the Minotaur. He used to be like all one color, like a bronze metal, and now he's got like these white shoulders. He's got like all this detail and stuff. But I didn't see it in the show notes, but I think something's up. Yes.
Sweet. They also added Fog of War to the jungles. Limit to the visibility. They also did some sound insulation, so you won't be able to hear the jungler is easy.
That was
That's
a big
good.
difference. That was
Yeah.
a huge difference.
Yeah.
And the maximum player respawn time is now 75 seconds down from 90, and I think that's a awesome change. Like
Yeah.
we said, I think probably in episode 2 or 3 that like, what it sucks not playing the game. Like we love the game, we want to play the game.
Yeah.
Sitting there for a minute and a half is, I mean, it's just you're
feels like
pulling up
so
a
long.
website. Like let me go watch a video on
Yeah.
YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I bought gear. I bought my friend some gear. Got him some.
Went to the convenience store and bought some
Spanx.
apples and some monsters.
I'm trying on Spanx right now.
some Spanx.
No?
No, not anymore with the 75-second cooldown.
Well, let's do a little 75-second cooldown on this section. Anyway, also new voice packs, Agni and Chibalanke. Did you see anything else in here that was that you want to talk about?
Okay, so there's a
Bunch of new items.
Yeah, and it would be kind of ridiculous to talk about them all, but let's see. Was there something?
I do. I want to see how it plays out in the game, but the new meditation with salvation, where it heals your team too.
It does such little health, healing to yourself that I don't know. Like I didn't really like it because, well, I have to get used to it. First off, it's not a quick F. Well, if it's bound to an F key, it's not. You just hit F.
This is not the standard meditation. This is
Level 3.
Rank 3.
Okay.
on
three.
the right tier.
Okay, but
The
you got to
tier
know
is
how
right
it
tier.
works, right? Because it's not like the original where it gave you 25% of your health.
Right.
It gives you 40% of what you've lost.
Yeah.
So it can actually be a lot more, right? Like if you're down to almost nothing, it's almost a 40% heal.
Oh, so yeah, I guess it's more
Compared to
dependent on what your
25% health.
current. That's true.
Which I think is good because, like, used to, I got that immediately in Assault because I just sit there and top myself off every time it would pop and I was down, 25%. Up, I'm full health again.
Yeah.
So now it's a little less useful than it was there.
Yeah, but it helps your friends. So it creates an AoE circle, and then you have to click again to trigger it. So
That's different for an item.
Oh yeah, I was really confused because I'm like, I died, and I'm like pounding F key like a madman, and nothing happened. And I was like, oh, well, it's not that kind of item anymore. Once it's on the third tier, on the right tier, it's a completely different thing. You hit F to arm it. Now you aim, and then you pop it because it heals and gives other people mana inside the circle, which is pretty awesome. But I felt like I was using it like a big mana pot or a health pot, so I didn't really dig it that much.
Well,
Because
And
I was
that
just-
side of the
you
tree, it
normally
only
look
does
at it as.
15%. The other side of the tree does the 40%.
Oh yeah, that's the one I like. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
so
the one I like.
difference. Yeah.
But it's a different creature, and the reason I use it was I was in Assault, and that's a good thing, right? You want to heal everybody. You want to help. Assault's
Well,
a
think
little
about if
brutal.
your whole team had it, right?
Yeah. How cool is that? That's true.
Well, suddenly that's a lot more percentages.
If you could talk them
But it's
into
an AOE,
getting
right?
it.
You got to be within the circle to be able to get the benefit, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
tell them
It's
all.
not just
Jimmy.
auto team.
Right. Yeah. You had to
How
huddle
about
up.
meditation
Like I would go
tonight?
and
Didn't
look
even
for.
Look at it.
I'd go and look for low people before I want to heal myself, and I'd say, "Oh, he's almost dead. He's almost dead." I'll go over there, heal. You know,
What's the benefit to the teammate?
health and mana.
Health and mana at 40% of lost.
It's I don't know. It's 35%. It's using this item gives the owner 20 MP5 for 60 seconds and heals the owner and his teammates mana by 35% of their max.
But that doesn't talk about AoE. That just says teammates in general. So does that still impact AoE, or is it just anywhere on the map?
Just AoE. Yeah.
Okay.
And then also it heals its owner and his teammates 15% of their max health. So it's more mana, less health, same cooldown, 120 seconds. So anyway, I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's nice to have that option for sure. You know, versus nothing.
I bought it tonight. Didn't realize the difference. Just said, "Oh, look, there's my meditation. There we go."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really love this idea of splitting the chain up at the end there. I mean, it makes it a lot easier to like know items and remember items.
Yeah, I'm digging that.
You know, in other games, it's like you've got to buy like basically you work that item into another item. Now you could work it into this item or that item, but now you need to know the name of both of those other items to remember like, hey, build it into this or build it into that. And now
Right.
it's that item, but now you have the choice at the end, and you just say build it into this one or that one, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
There's some changes on a lot of different gods. We'll just link to that in
Yeah.
the show notes.
Was that in the notes?
Uh-huh.
So did anybody get nerfed?
There's some gods I don't really pay that much attention to right now. So like Anubis and something with Loki's basic attack, but I didn't really. I glossed over it. There's no Bakasura or Neith, so I was like, eh.
And it's really, I mean, it's really a judgment call of whether it's a nerf or game balance, right? Like,
You used Loki, so the Loki adjustments, were they impactful or just like whatever?
I haven't played Loki since the patch. I could look and see what they actually did, which is the last hit of his melee progression has been reduced from 200% to 150 of his physical power. This matches the original intended design. There was a bug in the previous, so that's basically
That's it.
would be considered a nerf, I'm sure, because you reduced his damage. But I know the Loki was still owning people last night in the match we played. So
Yeah.
So yeah, not a nerf, not impacting the Brent.
yeah, no, I kind of have faith in that they see more about the game than I do, and I know they're gonna like make the changes to the different gods, and then wait and see how they play out. I mean, but technically, I guess that is a nerf. They made it less. I don't know. Nerfs. Sometimes the word nerf, I think people like just want to rage against, like, oh, they're nerfing this or that. It was a big thing in WoW, like,
I remember that.
Yeah.
and it was like,
huge.
every single class cries about how they're getting nerfed. That means they're probably doing a good job balancing, right?
yeah.
Like,
I owned until this patch. Yeah, that
Yeah.
means it balanced. Yeah. Well, there was one update that was it the monkey. That was kind of like significant. That was a real big balancing. But I remember we were talking about whether or not it was actually going to be considered a nerf or just a balancing act.
Oh, back when it was Sun Wukong.
Yes, before
Before
change of
its
name, and he got a
transformation.
new outfit.
Yeah.
And he looks pretty.
Yeah.
But that wasn't so much a nerf. That was complete overhaul.
It seemed like it. Yeah.
The functionality of each of the elements. So
Yeah.
I haven't
That's
played
good.
him. I haven't seen him played since. I played.
He
two
still
nights.
owns.
I played 2 games tonight, lost both, and didn't play against Monkey.
No monkeys?
No monkeys.
Any disco afros?
No.
Oh.
Actually, I had no uniquely named characters playing against, which means they were all as much of a noob as I. And we got owned.
okay, so we got the next piece of news, and this is cool. This reminds me of like back in like WoW days when we were doing like machinima for them, right?
Yeah.
The Smite community team presents their first community video contest.
Oh.
So Everybody has a chance to win up to 10,000 gems.
10,000.
So you need to make a video between 1 and 5 minutes in length, and it
1 and
has to
5?
be using Smite or music from Smite or game content from Smite or public domain. They have an example, and they're due July 8th.
Wow.
Which is not far away.
Yeah, that's like a week or more, or a little bit more.
Yeah, a little more than a week. So
how much is 10,000 gems? Because isn't it like 2,400 gems is $50, something like that, 2,500 gems? Actually, you have
you
Smite
can
open.
get
Yeah, hit the store.
3,500 gems for $50. So
Okay. So
it's roughly $130 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
So that's more than anybody would probably put into Smite all at once and just say, give me 10,000 gems.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. All right. There's that.
So, also with that, they say keep it clean, harsh language, or innuendo will disqualify the submission.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, that makes sense. You know, keep it universal. Keep it cool.
And as a last prize, each of the top 3 videos will be featured on the Smite social media.
Okay.
So,
Very
everybody
nice.
get your videos in, and good luck. Maybe we'll do something. Maybe we'll do the that one Smite video we've been talking about doing.
That one?
That one. Okay, so this next thing here, esports tournaments for Smite and Tribes Ascend coming to the Rooster Teeth Expo 2013. So they announced this recently. So yeah, did that already happen?
Let's see.
No, that's July 5th through the 7th. Okay. They announced this last week.
Okay.
Or on the 24th. So that's pretty cool.
Esports. I'm
I
afraid
like
of
to
the
see-
competition stuff. I'm still casualer,
Yeah.
but it's so cool to see.
So don't they do some? Does Rooster Teeth do podcasts?
It's a good little question.
Like, I wonder if they do a Smite podcast. Is that,
I don't know if anybody. Let us know if you know of any other Smite podcasts. I looked and I couldn't find one. That's why we do this one. Like, we couldn't find one, and might as well just
Start our own.
start our own and talk about it.
Learn how to play the game at the same time.
Yeah,
You're
pretty
yelled
much.
at because we suck.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But
Okay.
you guys get to see watch us grow. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like your little baby. We're like your child.
By episode
Punish us, spank us,
by episode like
wipe my butt
930, we'll be
when I
like
poop.
we'll be professional. You'll be like, yeah, I remember when those guys didn't even know how to play, and they were hitting the dude was saying it was pounding the F key, nothing happened. What a nub!
And now they're on a ranked team.
Yeah, number 1 team.
Number
in all of
one,
the
they're
world.
winning all the tournaments at the Rooster Teeth Expo, and this one.
Yes.
Announcing Code Green Tier Monsters' first tournament. It'll take place on July 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's next Saturday. This will be a scramble to the top tournament style and will be enterable only by one yourself or yourself and a friend. On tournament day, the players will be scrambled and grouped together based on tier monster rating, and off we go. All participants will get a achievement badge for their tier monster profile for entering, and first, second, third winners will get one for that too. So we'll link to this tiermonster.com. I've never heard of them, but I guess that's a website that does
On the prizes,
tiers.
the players that finish first all get 800 gems each, and second place gets 400 gems.
Nice.
That's cool. So it'll be casted live as well, so you can watch that.
More gems. More gems than you can shake a disco stick at, right?
Yep. Sounds legit.
Good morning. Don't we both do it? You're hugging and I'm munning.
Help me. Help me.
So,
I'm gonna work on these.
I'm sorry, Wes made that name up. And unless we can get the god in Smite, we're screwed.
Yeah, we
for
promised it's
eternity.
his fault.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Okay, so this first one here says, "Hey, Flargle Buddy here. What other mythical creatures would you like to see in Smite? I would like to see the Native American Spirit Thunderbird. It does less damage to the Phoenix. Or wait, no, does less damage. The Phoenix does less damage, but has knockback. The Chief would be proud. See you at POC."
The Chief, he would be proud. American Spirit Thunderbird. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Cool.
We talked about having birds. You wanted birds, right?
Hugging in money.
Yeah, hugging in money.
Only
Yeah.
so this. The only reason I want is so the segment makes any sense to anyone who plays Smite,
Yeah.
right?
And they tag teams. Like, I'm hugging. All right, tag.
I'm hunting.
I'm hunting.
Caw!
So, I don't know. Mythical creatures. Maybe a...
Maybe. Call me, maybe.
a gargoyle?
Caw!
Is that, I don't know, a mythical creature? It's almost like I need a list of mythical creatures to choose from. I can't even. A
I'm
unicorn?
going with a genie.
The Jinn.
Ah, a
a
genie
djinn.
that starts with a D.
Yes.
Or I dream of genie. How about a unicorn? Is that mythical?
Sure.
But a real gnarly one, like a twist on it.
What about a Pegasus? It's mythical.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But those, I mean, that's not really.
No,
I
the
mean,
unicorn sounds much
they
more
aren't-
badass.
I liked when we were talking about the monsters, like Dracula and Frankenstein and stuff.
yeah, that was fun. I remember that time.
Those are-
One
those
time
would be
when we
awesome.
were talking
Wouldn't that
about.
be good?
Yeah, you want to talk about cereals?
Yeah,
So like,
like Twix. No,
Twix.
that's
a
not
candy
even
bar.
that's not even
So you want to talk candy
I
bars?
don't even know how to
Okay,
talk about
like,
cereal.
Hershey's, like
Yeah, Cheerios. Oh wait, no, that's a cereal. That's not a candy bar.
this is what
I'm not good at
happens
this.
when people stay up way too late and talk on a microphone. Anyway, so I don't know. Like I guess I don't get like because they're not really putting mythical creatures in the game, are they? I mean, they're all
No.
gods, right?
Except for Lion-O. He's a lion.
That's true. Lion-O is a lion god, right?
Well, is he a god? Not all
And
of them
her?
are gods. Like Guan Yu, he's not a god. Like they're not all gods.
What is he?
He's like a guardian of something. I looked him up on
A
Wikipedia.
lesser deity.
Yeah, I forget.
But he's a deity.
I don't remember. Guan Yu.
Well, if deity is the only requirement to be in there, you don't have to be actually a full-fledged god. I mean, we could have Brent in there. Brent would be an awesome character in Smite. I'd play Brent.
He was deified as early as the Sui dynasty, so
what does
he's
that
a
mean?
god. He was the deity.
Does the deity mean god?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So he is.
Not a lesser, a full.
Oh.
yeah. But I mean, it's like it's almost in like some religions. I think kind of deifying something is like almost like
Are they all gods?
making a saint, right?
Yeah.
So
like
what
I
you're
think you
saying
could equate
is-
this because he was like a general of something, and he was really, so then they deified him.
So
I don't know. I'm probably
what
really
you're saying
pissing
is
off
that
someone's
nowadays we
religion,
can
so
make
I'm
Bud
just
Light-
let's move on.
Can we
Yeah.
make Bud Light a saint?
Because we don't really know what we're talking
Fine.
about.
Yeah, let's do saints.
They're probably all gods. I'm totally wrong.
yeah, let's
wait
just
till
say gods. They're gods. If someone asks you if you're God,
You say
you
yes.
say yes.
You say,
Yes!
So, and that's the weird thing, like, because you are talking about not just like mythical, like gods. I mean, there's some of these gods that are like currently worshipped, in some religion. So it's like,
oh yeah,
it's kind of weird. Like, you gotta be careful.
like Hades. Everybody worships
So they got-
I was
Hades.
waiting for you to say that Jesus should be the next god. And
Well, they can't figure out how to like do the resume on the third day mechanic.
Oh yeah.
haven't figured
Would that
that
be
out
wrong
yet.
if they added Jesus in the game?
I think, yeah. I mean, if they want press, no. I think they would get done at press. I'm not sure it's the kind of press you want to get for a game, right?
I would love to see Jesus in it.
I think it'd be
Well, he'd
great.
have to win every time for it to be acceptable in America.
He
He'd
would
have to win every time.
Or else,
That
what are you
comes up to-
saying? Jesus is a loser? I mean, that's not
No,
what you want
we're
to say.
In America, it's Jesus has to win. Otherwise, there's really bad backlash.
Well, technically, none of these gods should lose, right? We're all winners. We're all gods.
we're all
Well, that's
winners.
why they can lose, right? Because God against God, it all depends if you've been killing the minions or not.
The minions, yeah.
See, minion control. I'm telling you,
Yeah, it's a
70,000.
thing.
Mother bleeper. Mark that time.
Okay, so this next one here. So I just started listening to your show and decided to try it out. I think they're talking about Smite, not like a yoga position. And what I thought might be fun is some kind of scrub league of teams or joust matches with the Dead Workers community. Also, have you guys thought about making a clan or anything to get the community involved more or anything of the sort? Anyways, keep up the great work, Mr. Smiley. Mr. Smiley. The problem with the clans and I'm being negative again, man. The issue with clans in Smite is you can only have like 9 people on it, so we can't really just open it up to everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already a third filled with just me, Eric, and Wes. So
pretty much.
I mean, if that tells you anything, you can go to our website at deadworkers.com, sign up there. We don't have any forms there, but we have our links to try to get us free gems and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But no, we should do a Dead Workers Party tournament.
Yeah, leagues and stuff. That's a great idea. I think it's like, well, I guess there's enough people playing. I mean, at first there wasn't, but like now on your friends list, you probably have like what,
a lot of people,
50 people or more or something.
Yeah.
So, and I do too. So,
but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do like a long weekly tournament.
Yeah, no.
Like that's a lot of time invested with someone actually running it.
Yeah.
I mean, if we knew someone who would do that for us, then that's one thing. But like,
well, we did do a 4v4
like a 1 day thing.
Yeah, we did do a 4v4 joust with just like listeners and friends of the show.
Yeah.
You know, if like we could have a day of that, I'm all for that. That's actually we filmed that and that's on our YouTube channel. But the weird thing with that though is we had all talk. Basically, we had everybody on Skype, the red team and the blue team. So it was like, so it wasn't really talking strats. It was way casual.
Right,
but,
just having fun.
Yeah.
And so the video's out on YouTube too.
Yeah.
Did you mention that?
I did.
I fell asleep. Sorry, it's really late.
Awesome.
So what was the question there? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'd love to do something like that. I mean, yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah. More community stuff. Yes.
On the 8th day.
Interesting. On the 8th day.
This is where we talk about what mechanics of the games would you like to see added or changed in the game. And we got a few in this week, so we're not going to go on our own unless anybody has something really important. No.
Next week I'm going to have an awesome one, but I'm going to let the community speak this week.
I'm going to type this in here. Hold Eric to awesome idea. Anyway, and these are kind of long, so let's take them. This first one's from Ragan Karan, who says, it had been brought up before that it would be nice if clans could have more than 9 members. Hey, this fits into that last thing.
Yeah.
But there are reasons not to do so. Wait, hold up. What? In lieu of this, it would be nice to be able to organize your friend list. As I get better in the game, I am now getting random friend requests from team members after the match, and my list is starting to fill in nicely. Being able to tag them with a label would make it easier for me to keep my DWP gaming contacts separate from the people I am meeting through random matching. And what would be really great is to be able to attach notes as well, so I can list where I met them, how they played, what gods they like, and similar info. Or put them on your own personal wall of shame.
Yeah, and say, this guy sucks.
A block note, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
And this is how MMOs do their friends list management. At least I know WoW does, and also that other free game what was it, Perfect World or something. Anyway, you're able to attach a note, you know, a short note. You can add a friend, and then you can create levels or classifications of someone and put them into a category. So I could see like a pull down or something you can classify your friends as anything you want to. Call them a friend, call them an enemy, call them a family, call them
frenemy,
a clan or acquaintance, you know, whatever you want to call them. And then just have a note, right? 100 characters or less. I don't know, something simple.
160, so you can hit tweet this.
160, yeah, 140 or whatever
and
it is.
it tweets it from the game if you've connected your Twitter account.
Yeah. And this is just a UI change, right? I mean,
there is some data storage there.
Well, a few new fields in a database.
Like, do they have anything right now that requires input? Like, That's a whole new security thing too, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they should do it right. And,
yeah, you're
and you
right.
can
There's really
program
no
it.
input. There's just clicking.
But
on
currently,
things.
they don't have any kind of input, so that
Right.
takes, hey, okay, we need to do this. We need a protected input, so everything's sanitized or whatever.
Right.
But then also now we have to have databases storing all this data for thousands of people, and it may just be text, but it's still data that will get stale too. Like, I mean, how many notes would you make that you wouldn't even really care about after a year of playing?
Well,
Think about 5 years
in
from
WoW,
now, all these people not playing or.
Well, I think like in WoW, I went in and I would always have like notes beside all my friends, but just
Store them locally.
Well,
there you go.
Oh, store them locally.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. But just the act of writing down a note next to a friend would train my brain. So I would never actually read the note ever again. But having to write it, right, is all I needed to reinforce that.
So
in
you're
my
saying
head.
we should just have a pen and paper next to us and write their name down?
I don't think you actually have to store this data anywhere. And just look at it and concentrate and think about the person and think about the note that you're going to write. And then that's it. And I bet you'll remember next time. Because you made a big deal about it, right? If you make a big deal about something, it sticks in your head. It's the mundane things you forget. So.
Right. So yeah, I got a reverse. I think they could do this and store it locally. The only downside would be if you played on a different machine, your notes wouldn't be there.
Oh, that's true.
But I think it's a fair trade-off. I mean, not
But
too.
if you check out the notes and you just put categorized, like you're saying, friends, acquaintances, enemy, friend, whatever.
Right.
That would be something that would be a simple code change. Not being a code monkey myself.
Yeah. But they would still have to store that data. They would still have to have a table, like basically
1 through
saying
5 options, not
right
huge.
for how many people are playing the game, for how many friends do they have. Like it's like this
But, I mean,
exponential list.
You could actually check that off your own server at that point in time,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't be difficult. And I'm just guessing. I haven't seen a max on friends list. I haven't seen.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I don't see them either.
I hope
Yeah.
I don't.
But and that's all I'm saying is like think past like today and 100 friends. Think about 3 years down the road. May not even be playing the game. So all that information that you've created for whatever is just dead data stored somewhere that's costing them money.
Right.
Probably not much at that point. But I don't know. I say do it locally.
Those are good points, though.
I got to be honest. It would be nice at some capacity to say this is where this came from. I mean, I know the core people that I have on my list. I know where they are from. High on definition, Chris 2K5, stuff like that. I know them. But then you get into like I had someone the other day, Hugs and Kisses. Now I remember because their name was Hugs and Kisses. I'm like, that's kind of odd. And I remember losing the match. I remember that. But I've only got like maybe 20 friends at this point.
Yeah.
Rye Dog is on there, but I know Rye Dog, so I remember those. But getting to the point where you've got a couple hundred, I'd be lost. And I'd be like, really? Why are we playing again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no clue probably who, at least 20% of the people are on my friends list at this point, right? So, I mean, I just get invites and there are people I haven't even played with.
that was part of the chat
Right.
during the shaft tonight. Somebody was like, oh, I think I'm friends with you on Smite. I think I know your screen name from there.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I would get lost at that point. Being over 8, I would probably get lost and be like, who the heck is this random person? And I'd like to know, maybe like, hey, I accepted this friend request. Just remember, I don't want to play with that cat again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's a good point, too. It's like there's kind of 2 modes, right? Do I want to play with this person or do I not want to play with this person?
It'd be nice to
If
remember.
I want to play with them, put them on my friends list. If I don't want to play with them, put them on my block list.
Yeah, well, it'd be nice to actually say, hey, I'm going to add this person to remind me not to play without so far as going to block. Because block is kind of like, I don't know, I perceive to be the kind of jerkish thing to do. Can I say that, Eric?
Yeah.
Without you having to look it up?
Dude, I'll block you in a heartbeat.
Amen.
I don't know. Like, if
Oh,
I
you're talking
don't want to
that.
play with you, you're done. You're dead to me.
Well, I think
And
you
Smite.
taught me the whole mute option. We said, oh, look, you're talking trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Eric does, I think.
Yeah. I mute them.
Yeah.
They start talking trash.
There's some
mute.
people that it's like, it's not so bad. I'll play with them again, but there's like a priority list. Give me like a 1 through 5. Because honestly, if somebody comes up, bid comes up, Pixel Pop, people I know that are good, I'd want to play it. Keep them in that list. But if there's somebody on there that I know that I've lost 4 rounds with, okay, yeah, bottom of the list. You know, at maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll play with you. I don't want to block you, but you suck as much as I do. So.
Okay, so we'll move on just to make some of these people in the chat room happy. Let's see. This one comes from Beardsley, who sent in a bunch, so we're kind of splitting them up between shows. Yeah, it goes on to say separate matches for people who are reported a lot. If someone is getting reported more than 1/4 of the time or accrues hundreds of reports, they should just be automatically matched with others who love to spit out the vitriol or see nothing wrong with ducking out of the conquest after 3 minutes.
That's kind of cool. Put all the duty heads together.
Yeah,
They
throw
can
them
all
in the
be
prison cell and then
duty
throw in the
heads.
knives. You know?
Yeah,
Do it.
that's
Yeah,
kind of interesting.
easy
Yeah, it's like a
message.
prison. Huh? I hadn't thought of that, but that ain't too shabby.
Yes!
We like it.
Nice.
I really got nothing more to say about that. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's it. That's good stuff. Let's see. Murakaz brings up a point in chat room. Sounds
yeah?
good, but what about false reporting?
Well, I guess that's always an issue, but I mean, let their algorithms handle that part. You know what I mean? Like
Like, we're not talking about if they get reported 3 times.
yeah, we're
Like,
just
talking
saying
if
like
someone's reported 15 times, it's probably not.
yeah, it's like if they've been reported in a way that it puts up a flag on the high res end, then that's what we're talking about. I mean, you know, let them figure out that mechanic of how that works. Like, I don't know, the frequency of reports, the different IP addresses, the different usernames or whatever. I don't know how they do their secret sauce, and they probably won't tell anybody, and they shouldn't tell anybody how they figure that out, or else somebody's going to exploit it.
I don't really get so much false reporting. I think false reporting to a lot of people is, I was reported for being a jerk, but I don't realize I was being a jerk. That's why I was being a jerk. And so I don't realize I should have been reported. So I think it's a false report. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people, I think, who rage on someone don't realize that that's not a good thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Or so they get reported for it and they're like, well, that's a false report. I was playing just fine.
Yeah.
He was the one who was sucking.
All right.
He really sucked really bad. He's the one who needs reported. Falsely reporting me for calling him a turd face.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's part of like you don't want to admit that you're wrong, so you'll do anything within your power to.
Yeah, no.
To
Like
prevent
someone saying
that,
in the
you know?
chat room, people are being false reported because they are better than the false reporter. Like, no, that's not how it works. Like,
Yeah.
but, anyway.
Beardsley.
So let's move on.
To.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All of our bumpers are just us screaming.
They're horrible. Dude.
It is scream.
So we saw a good link this week. I guess it's a link. We'll give it to you. Anyway, it's maps of the new jungle, so you can see where all the nice camps are. Nice drawn out, made by Demon Machine. They got like nice big ones. I guess you could print these up and give them to your girlfriend for Valentine's Day.
They're overhead maps made from like, I don't know how they're generated. Probably from the mini map, maybe pasting them together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
really cool looking. They're real high res. Yeah, we'll link to these. That's really good.
They were made by the Demon Machine.
Wow. Exceptional. And anything else here? Or is that about
I
it?
think that's about it. Be sure to leave us some feedback. Let us know how we're doing, either on YouTube. Leave some reviews on iTunes. Who knows? We may give out some more. Well, we will in the future give out more unlock codes for people leaving those reviews. Call us at 662-736-8260. And you can get your voice, your smexy voice live on air, and we'll answer your question. And then that again is 662-736-8260. Put in your cell phone. Call us up. Let us know what you think about the game and what's going on with all the changes and everything.
Well, one thing I'd like to hear is if you email us or call us at that number. If you email us, use smite@deadworkers.com. It'd be really cool to hear from anybody who has an opinion on what we should talk about or what we should talk about less or more of.
Yeah.
You don't really know? I
yeah,
mean,
we're big boys. We can take criticism.
Oh, yeah, we totally do. And obviously, we're sitting here dishing it out, too, right?
Yeah.
You know, so let us know what you want more or less of, and you know, we'll take that into account and then completely ignore it. I'm just kidding. No.
Yes.
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 So, anyway, but thanks for listening, everybody. That is another episode. And it was wonderful. And we'll see you next time.
On Smite.
That is
So smite on.
Completed.